My question to Dr. Lefebvre, considering that each college can actually get a list of prescribing doctors from each licensed producer on a regular basis under the ACMPR, why do you feel that the colleges aren't really obtaining that list of doctors? And would you consider the MMPR and ACMPR regulations, as of today, with hindsight, a success?
I'd like to thank you for that second question, but I'm not going to, and I am not in a position to answer that. We have some jurisdictions that are very large, and they receive complaints. So the process of a regulatory authority is a complaints-based process for the most part. More and more, there are data that are made available to the medical regulatory authorities that allow them to be a little bit more proactive. So the only way that a regulatory authority will find out which physician is authorizing what in their jurisdiction is to actually contact each licensed producer that is selling product to patients in that jurisdiction. That licensed producer, you could have the physician in BC, the licensed producer, I believe, could be in Newfoundland, right? So it's become a very onerous task. Now add to that now, and some have decided to do it and some have decided not to. One of the jurisdictions actually mandates that physicians who are prescribing to more than a certain number of patients, and I believe it is 20, must in fact document that and submit that to the regulatory authority themselves on a regular basis. It has the potential of creating an incredible amount of work that may or may not be of particular use. Now, add into the equation now the patients who are choosing to grow or have the product grown on their behalf. Now, those data reside with Health Canada, and we have been doing some work with them because it's a fairly tight population and the data are readily available without scanning the licensed producers around the country. We do have some jurisdictions that are keener than others in doing it, and it probably simply hinges on the number and the commensurate amount of work that would involve.